Hi, this is Karen. Today's date is the 17th of April 2016. It's a Saturday and the time is 11:31 p.m. Now I thought I'd leave it till this hour to do the actual communication, to invite Spirit to come forward, and if they wish to communicate, you're welcome to use this device here to speak through. Now, I have a Frances Christine Keough. I'm not sure whether I've pronounced this surname correctly. She would like to hear from a person by the name of George Edward Keough III. I'm wondering if you could please come forward and say your name, please. Do I have George Edward Keough here, please? I'm calling on you on behalf of Frances Christine Keough. Is there a George Edward Keough III present, please? If possible, I'd like you to come up and communicate through this device here and say your name. Now, George, if you can please communicate as much as you can, I'd really appreciate it, and I'm sure Frances would as well. I'm not going to force you to talk because I respect that also, but if there's any way that you can perhaps manipulate any devices to indicate that you wish to just let them know that you're okay, I welcome that as well. Now, I'm going to plug in a device called a spirit box. A spirit box is a way of making communication without really having to exert too much energy. Okay, now I've just plugged it in, but I've got nothing on, turned on. I don't know whether you can hear the white noise. I'm going to leave the white noise there for a moment. And I'm going to ask, if possible, can we make that a bit louder? If possible, George, can you manipulate that speaker with the white noise coming through and say hello? Try to say it as loudly as you can. Okay, now what I'm going to do, since the white noise seems to be making you still quite low in pitch in talking, I'm going to turn on the spirit box. This is a real-time EVP spirit box. Let's have to wait for it to come on. So everything you're hearing right now is in real time, basically. I'm not stopping and starting this, I'm just having it run as a means of trying to communicate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on this recorder. It's initializing. Now there may be an echo. There we go. There we go. George, are you here? George, are you here? George Edward Keough. George Edward Keough. Or Keough. George Edward Keough. Or Keough. Can you say your name, please? Can you say your name, please? I'm trying to communicate with George Edward Keough on behalf of Francis Christine Keough. George Edward Keough on behalf of Francis Christine Keough. George, if you're here, can you say your name, please? Into what I'm holding. George, if you're here, can you say your name, please? Into what I'm holding. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now put on the spirit box. George, if you can use this to communicate, can you please say Francis Christine Keough or hello Francis? Anything that is going to allow Francis to know that this is you speaking to her. I'd really very much appreciate this because it's important that she hears from you. Now there's no particular message given, but I'm going to ask you a few messages or a few questions if that is okay, and I'm going to allow you an opportunity to leave a message for Francis Christine or anyone around her. So if you can begin speaking into this, I would really appreciate it. Okay, George, when you're ready, can you say your name, please? George, are you with me? Can you say Francis? Who is Francis to you? Yes. Who is Frances? How is she connected to you? Is she a granddaughter? Or a daughter? Can you tell me what it's like where you are? Can you please tell me, is there anyone connected with Frances you wish to pass a message on to? Can you tell me something about yourself? What you did for a living? What type of work did you do when you were in our world? Is there something you can say that will confirm who you are? Did you have a favourite pet? Or a nickname? Did you have a nickname? Okay, so S. Did you like water at all? I get this feeling about water around you. Okay, George, do you have a message you want passed on to Frances? Anything you want to let her know? Thank you for your time today, George. I hope this is the George you're in communication with Francis. Only you will know if anything that has come through has been validated. Now I'm about to stop this session. Do you have any final messages, George? Okay, thank you for your time. Bye-bye. So thank you for choosing me to attempt to make this communication for you. I do hope that I was able to allow the right George to come through. I actually got someone who seemed to be connected or liked water for some reason. I'm not saying they were crazy about baths, but I get this feeling around them. Either they liked to fish or there was something about the boats. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually had a fascination for ships or the like, because for some reason I keep getting like I'm looking across water for some reason. Perhaps it's just the hour of the night, I have no idea, but I have nothing to validate that this is the right person I'm talking to, so I have to trust that whoever is coming through may be the right one for you. But as you see, I never force them. I just ask them. If they answer, they answer. If they don't, that is their prerogative. But I will never force any spirit to communicate, so I do hope you respect that as well.